Skill build for all the guys out there that just want to see the skills itself. Thank you again for checking out the video. And look at this bug. Super bright kerning city. What the hell? What the? Good afternoon, morning, day, or night, or where the hell you live, guys. What's going on? Supabounce here, and today we're going to bring you guys another skill build video. This one is for my main. Supabounce, as you can see in the name. It is a Berserker ground slam build. That's correct, guys. Berserker ground slam build. I originally was using the Void Slash build when I was doing Tronics runs and all that, because I saw one Zerker doing it and it was a lot of fun. But I found once you get to the hard dungeons, you know, bosses don't really tend to stand still. So I actually reverted back to the ground slam build and have really been having a lot of fun with it. I just love seeing huge numbers and just big crits and all that. You know, I'm all about the big damage, you know what I'm saying? I got the big old sword and whatnot. So let's get on with it. Let me go ahead and show you guys the skill build right here. So your main skills are going to be ground breaker. That's like your bread and butter of the build. Like without this, you're nothing. Like this guy right here, I mean, come on, 353% damage. Come on, it's the best. You need it. You need it. Another skill, bloodlust. That's right. Now, let me go back to this. Obviously level 10. So level 10 for that. You want to do level 10 bloodlust as well. People probably are wondering, why level 10 bloodlust? You know, well, it does 210% damage and it gives you much more health back. So like in dungeons and hard dungeons and all that, you know, Berserkers need that sustain, kind of stay alive and whatnot. I did a little bit of testing, and I used to run level 10 death spin, and then this was like level 6, but I didn't really know where else to put the points. I guess I could have put it in Void Slash for that extra like dash damage, but Bloodlust 10 I found to be much more cool, like much more comfortable. Plus it crits every time. I mean, it's like a 43k crit every time. So level 10 Bloodlust is going to be really good. Blood Price, surprisingly, I used to not use Blood Price. I used to think it was the dumbest skill ever, but I read the wording wrong. If you clearly see, it says that darkness fuels you, increasing your damage by 14%, but depleting your health by 1% on hit for 30 seconds. This effect will stop consuming health when you get to 25% health. So right off the bat, I'm just thinking, oh man, this is a very, very bad item. Like, why do I, or bad skill? Why do I want to use this? But if you read closely, it says depleting your health by 1% on hit. So that's only when you hit something. I used to think that it would just suck your health down to 25% and then, you know, that's it. But it's only on hit. Now, in this build, you don't really do a lot of hitting. You're basically going around bloodlusting people and ground breaking people. So that's two skills. Those are your two main skills that you're going to be doing. Plus, this has an 8-second cooldown. So, I mean, he's got time before he can do anything. And then, you know, you're going to be X slashing, and then every now and then you might do a death spin. But, I mean, it's not going to be crazy HP gone from this, because your ground breaker is your main thing. Now, 14% damage on top of Groundbreaker, you know, that's just more damage to come. Like without that, that's you gotta have Blood Price, guys. It's worth it. It's worth the 14%. It looks like you're killing yourself, but you're not. Like I'm only taking like 44. Like I'm losing 44 health, I think, per ground slam. I mean, come on, I got 4,000 to work with. So anyway, moving on. Warrior's Instinct. Warrior's Instinct. Yes, you want this. I don't care who you are, what you do. I don't care. I don't care. I want to see this at level 10. Surrender yourself to your natural combat instinct. Increase your physical resistance by 60 and piercing by 6.4%. That is a really, really, really good. I mean, this whole game is about piercing. Everybody should know this by now. Piercing is the way to go. 6.4% increase. I'll take it. Probably one of the best skills right now for this build. And obviously, last but not least, you want to run, well, not last but not least, but you want to run Great Sword Mastery. Level 10, 6.4%, you know, groundbreaking damage right there. We got 6.4% from here, 6.4% from piercing. It's just, there's a lot of damage going into this skill right here with these passives. So you really want to use them. I do want to mention that you do have to have Void Slash at 6 and Dark Breaker at 5. And then, you know, Adrenaline Rush is like, you know, a freebie. You know, if you get low, you get more SP regen, which is good. But you don't use Dark Breaker at all. You just use it to get to Warrior's Instinct. That's it. Nothing else. Now, I will say Void Slash is still a very good skill. because it allows you to get a free dash in. So make sure that's definitely something you want to look into, a free dash in. Because, you know, let's say you run out of your 2 X slashes, or I guess 3 times. I don't know. No, 2 times, right? I don't even know how many times you can X slash in this daggone game. But let's say you run out of stamina for X slash. You can always use void slash to get closer to a boss or closer to an enemy, and then get that extra like 342% like slash off, which is really good. So I recommend using void slash in your kit as well. I use it down here obviously, and it's really good. Alright, so now that you guys have seen what skills you need to do, I do want to give a couple of tips. The first thing, actually let me go back to the skill, is if you read Groundbreaker, it says if Dark Aura activates, damage increases by 16% per stack. That is a very, very important thing to do. So if you don't know how Berserkers work, so when you attack anything with whatever, you gain a stack of Dark Aura. Dark Aura, what it does is it allows you to regenerate SP much faster. Now at 10 stacks, you're going to be regenerating not Dark Aura, but SP really, really fast. So you want to try and hold these stacks for as long as you can. Each stack, if you don't damage, it only lasts, if you look right here, it only lasts about 6 seconds. That's the start of it. So you want to make sure you're always attacking, getting these stacks up, because that's 160% damage that you could be missing out on your slashes. 160% on your breakers, or however you want to name it, your breakers. It's 160% damage. How many times have I said 160? Probably too much, yeah. So yeah, make sure you maintain those stacks, guys. It's very important, very important. Very important that you do that. Very important. Another very important thing to take into consideration is that when you ground slam, now this is probably something that any Zerker, any ground slam Zerker could definitely, you know, always take a lesson in, because I know I definitely am one of them. But when you ground slam, you don't just hold the button down, call it a day, you know. You don't just hold ground slam down and start attacking. Because what's going to happen is you're going to run out of SP and your character's going to auto attack. So what you want to do, and obviously these statues are, let's say they're bosses, you know, they're not going to stand still all the time. You're going to want to try, keep an eye out on that spirit. Make sure you hit 40 mark, then you know you can get a ground slam in. But using X slash, using Bloodlust, that gives your time, that gives you a little bit of time to regenerate more SP. Just kind of come back and keep getting that numbers, keep getting those numbers out, you know? Instead of the slow slashes that you do. And of course, Bloodlust all the time. Unless, you know, you're in a crazy fight and you need to have it to, you know, you gotta take a big hit from a boss, so you gotta have some kind of sustain. That's gonna be another important thing. Me personally, I used to use Whirlwind all the time, but it just didn't click with me. Here was my explanation for X slash and Void slash. So X slash, you know, you can 1, 2, 3. You get 3 X slashes, and that's basically your main mobility skill on the Zerker. Now let's say I run out of all 3 of these. I can always use Void Slash to get that little bit extra gap space in. Plus it does that extra 53k. Just boom, or however much. It's usually more than like 40k, but really good. Really good for moving around and whatnot. So recommend using Void Slash in your kit, definitely, without a doubt. Alright guys, so that's going to be it from this build video, skill build video, the Ground Slam Zerker build. If you guys have any questions or comments, just let me know in the comment section below, of course. If you have any like advice or tips that you could give me on how to get this to be a better build, then by all means leave it in the comments below. And you know, always like and subscribe. Thank you again, guys. And as always, Supabounce here. Thanks for watching, and we'll definitely see you guys next time. Everybody, take care. Have a great day.